This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.
Hi, I'm Steve Irvin with your top stories from ABC 15 Arizona. In the race to vaccinate, thousands of appointments pushed back as winter storms delay critical shipments of the coronavirus vaccine to Arizona. There is some good news tonight. We're getting back on track. Storms in Kentucky and Tennessee impacting shipping hubs. They are now letting up, and the hope is no other appointments will have to be rescheduled. The state says the Pfizer vaccine is on its way now. Maricopa County confirming they hope to have the Moderna shipments soon as well.
We have been in conversations with the state, who is hearing that the federal government is going to be able to pack and ship the Moderna vaccine shipment that should have been here earlier this week today.
Unfortunately, the delay caused some appointments to be pushed back to next week. All of those affected have been contacted directly by phone and email. Despite the delays in our shipments of vaccine, a new milestone for Arizona during this pandemic. More than 1 million Arizonans have now received at least one dose of the vaccine. More than 1.3 million doses have been administered in the state. Earlier today, Dr. Kara Chris touring the third state-run vaccination site. This is at the University of Arizona's campus in Tucson. Another vaccination change you need to know about. Maricopa County is set to close down 2 county-run vaccination sites, one at the end of February, the other in early March. The county says this was part of their plan all along.
So our Dignity pod will be the first pod to close, and that closes the end of February, the last day in February, and then the Honor pod will be closing the following week, that first week of March.
This will not change the amount of vaccine the county receives, but it will allow it to be dispersed more into the community instead of doses going to more centralized locations. You can help families impacted by this dangerous winter storm. The Salvation Army and the American Red Cross are accepting donations through their websites. There are some links just for Texas. The Urban League's #LoveThyNeighborTX campaign is raising money for hotel rooms, food, water, clothing, and other basic needs. And Austin Pets Alive is working to keep animals safe. Turning to President Biden's 100 days in office, Democrats moving forward with immigration reform. It faces a tough battle ahead. The U.S. Citizenship Act of 2021, that is, reduces the path to citizenship from 13 years to 8. The proposal will provide the 11 million undocumented people living in the U.S. temporary status for 5 years with the opportunity to obtain citizenship after another 3. It also provides more money for judges to help eliminate the backlog of people seeking asylum in the U.S. The White House says the proposal could be broken into several smaller pieces of legislation.
Touchdown confirmed. Perseverance safely on the surface of Mars, ready to begin seeking the sands of past life.
Back on Mars. These are some of the first images NASA's Perseverance rover sent back down to Earth. The Perseverance mission looking for signs of ancient life and possibly collect some rocks and bring them back to Earth to study. Helping lead the mission, Arizona State professor Jim Bell, who worked the lead on the main camera. We spoke to him after the Perseverance rover touched down on the red planet.
They are the main scientific eyes of the rover, if you will. They can see wide angle in stereo and telephoto in stereo.
These are going to be our opportunities to take some really fantastic images of the scenery around us.
The rover will spend the rest of its mechanical life exploring Mars. The main camera will turn on tomorrow.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens, and we've got another area of low pressure set to move in this weekend. Here's a look at Futurecast. Our latest storm now clearing east into Texas, looking pretty good for the next couple of days behind that storm. But then the next one comes in on Saturday, picking up winds and dropping temperatures on Sunday. There may be a few snow showers out of this one across northeastern Arizona, but overall it's looking pretty dry across our state. And kind of the same setup next Wednesday with another storm system coming in from the Pacific Northwest. Mostly dry, just wind and cooler air as we head into Wednesday and Thursday of next week. There's a look at tomorrow. We are back in the 70s here in the Valley tomorrow. It's going to be a nice start to the day with 30s and 40s early on, but lots of sunshine throughout the day and highs in the 70s, not just here, but down south into Casa Grande and Tucson too. There's a look at the next 7 days here for you. Warmer on Saturday with a high of 77, and we'll be close to 80 early next week.
For the latest headlines, weather, want to do it again, 3, 2. For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to ABC15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC 15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. Straight up.